so alright, so here it is. It's not perfectly in tune, but it's starting to hold its tune fairly well. There's a key of C, C chord, there's an F chord, and a G chord. That's a little out of tune. That could use a little tuning up. There we go. So, the other thing about this instrument, about any harp, but this one in particular, where you've got 2 rows of strings, you have to be very careful. Now, any harp, almost any harp, the C's are red and the F's are blue, and that helps you orient your fingers to what notes are where. And that's enough. You don't need white. Well, it's like white and black, but you just have red is C and F is blue. This one with 2 rows of strings particularly, you've got 2 rows of pegs to tune. You have to be very careful that that when you're tuning a note, that you've got the tuner on the right peg, because they're one after the other. And you have to, and you can still, the windings of the red and the windings of the blue to orient, but you have to be very careful, especially if you're tuning one of the other sides, to make sure you're on the right row and you've got the right note. You have to be really cautious when you're tuning a note. Double check and triple check that you got the right string, otherwise you can easily turn the wrong string and snap it because it's not going, and you keep turning it and it's the wrong string. The wrong string will snap in your face, but you just get used to being careful like that. Beep beep. Alright, so we play a few chords here now. Da, C chord, F chord, G chord. That's still a little out of tune, but I don't care, because I'm having to tune this 2 or 3 times a day, especially, not only is it new, but it's 90 degrees out, it's 80 degrees in here, so it's going to go out of tune anyhow. They're nylon strings. E, D, G. There's just so much needing to tune it that at a certain point you say it's good enough. Alright, now that getting used to playing the other notes, the sharps and the flats, that's the really tricky. Oh, and the last thing I'm going to say is, like, when the only difficulty I've had so far is when I'm playing this and I'm looking through 2 sets of strings, to start getting your eyes to focus on the right set of strings. Part of your brain is seeing the other, even though you're ignoring it, part of your brain is seeing the other set of strings that you're not playing, and I hope eventually your brain adjusts to it, because right now it's slightly like putting on somebody's glasses with a mild prescription that's not your own. Just give a little bit of strain to my eyes, trying to focus on where my fingers are on the right strings. Meanwhile, my eyes are seeing these other strings first, and it's a little bit constantly trying to autofocus on the right strings. Alright, so let's, a few different chords. C, something in the way she moves. Now B flat, which you wouldn't ordinarily be able to play on a harp or without doing some trickery. B flat, da da dee 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 dee. The bass notes right there, great. Something in the way she do. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe. And here's where I have the F sharp of the D major chord, and I have to reach up for it. No, I have to reach down for it. There, see, there's the F sharp is the wrong. it's out of the key of C. Here would be an ordinary D chord, D minor, D major, which is out of the key of C. So I'm, no, I believe and, how? Oh God, I'm hitting the wrong note. No, I have to reach, no, I have to, yeah, I have to reach, oh, there we go. There, and down. Da, da, da. Now we have the E flat chord, which I have to reach up on my left hand. Da. Da. And that B flat's a little flat. Da, da, da. So this is the main trick with this instrument, is trying to learn how to shift to get the sharps and flats, and you're shifting a different way with each hand. The left hand has to shift up to get the sharps and flats, and the right hand has to shift down, and this is going to take a little bit of getting used to in your mind, getting your brain used to doing this without having to think about it, I'm just doing it automatically without having to consciously think about it. Right now, one day after I bought this thing, after it arrived, I'm definitely having to consciously think out which notes are which. There's a nice C chord, and now let's try a E flat chord. Ooh. You definitely have to consciously work the damn thing out. La, and how about a D major chord? No, that's not right either. There we go. No. Yes, oh, that should be it. That's it. And then D minor. So I guess if you practice this enough months and years, it'll be second nature to you. That's the goal. It'll be second nature that you do it without thinking about it. You want to play a D major chord, your hands will automatically know where to reach. That's all it is. Do it enough times, your fingers automatically know where to reach. That's how it works on the keyboard or any instrument. There's D major, D minor. Your mind will just eventually adjust to knowing, okay, D minor, you think D minor, you don't even look at the strings. Yes, that's the configuration of the fingers. And D major, you know your fingers are going this way. You'll do it in your sleep without even knowing it. You know, in your sleep you'll be dreaming about a D major chord, and you'll automatically know that that's where it is. But right now it's a lot of conscious thinking about it to get the right notes. That's it. So you spend enough hours just playing the notes, just playing the chords over and over until your fingers get in the habit. Your fingers will get in the habit. Just like walking, you know, anything we do, we put one foot in front of the other. When you're a baby, it's a conscious effort. Oh, which one goes next? But after years of walking, you don't even think about walking. You think about whatever it is you're thinking. You walk automatically. And hopefully that's how it will be if you practice enough. And even the word practice sounds like a chore. You know, that word practice itself, I think, turns off enough students, especially kids, to learning instruments. If we instead of saying practice, if we talk about playing, we talk about playing an instrument, and when it is actually playing, then it's fun. That's why people would join bands and play guitar. They don't think about practicing guitar, they think about playing guitar, and it's a game, and it's a fun, and it's a recreation. So there it is, and of course, I guess the first hurdle is getting the thing in tune, especially when it's shipped detuned. But once you get it to start holding its tune, you might have to tune it once a day, or twice a day at most. Then it starts sounding better just to even play simple notes. Once it starts holding its tune. Oh God. Oh, where? F sharp. There we go. Now F natural. E flat. Dum. And G7 chord. And it's out of tune. La-di-da, da-di-da-di-dum. There it is. Lots of fun. Not too expensive. Not too expensive, really. When you consider it could give you years of enjoyment, and it's just a couple $100. So easily you spend that on rent in a week or two. Now, a week or two's rent for something that could last you a lifetime, that's not too bad. And eventually, if you get good at it and start thinking, well, it's only 3 octaves, it's not enough, I need more, I need a grand harp. Well, you can. They have cross-strung harps that are 5 and 6 octaves too. But this is plenty enough to get your basic skills of learning how to play the cross-strung harp. 3 octaves is plenty to get down the basic skills. And once you got that, if you feel you need something bigger, you can get it. But then by that time, you see, that time you've got the your fingers are in the habit, and you do it. What was the word I used? I don't know, without thinking about it. What was the word I used? Doing it without thinking about it comes naturally. I don't know. It's back there. Rewind and I'll find it.